Marilyn McKee is a recipient of the Lifetime Co-operative Achievement Award.
I first got involved in cooperatives very early age. My parents were involved in cooperatives and it just was a natural thing to stay involved. And when I married my husband, we operate a grain and cattle operation, and we got involved with our cooperative by buying all our goods there, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
Marilyn's involvement with cooperative governance began in 1991 when she was elected to the board of the Mossbank Cooperative Association. She served on the board from 1991 to 2002 and as president from 1997 to 2002. Starting in 2009, she joined what became the Southland Cooperative Association Board and continues in that role to this day.
During my tenure with Mossbank, it became very obvious that our community was shrinking in population, but we still had a very good agricultural base. And so with my background and experience being involved in the district of Federated at that time, I realized that there was a lot of things that we could do as a cooperative to stay vibrant in our community, and one of them was to merge. And so we merged with Southland Co-op, and that was a great learning experience, how to communicate with your members and make sure that that communication is open and transparent, because ultimately those members were the ones that voted for that merge.
In 1999, Marilyn was elected to the Federated Cooperatives Limited Board of Directors. Marilyn served on the FCL board for 17 years, representing members in Southwest Saskatchewan.
Over 17 years, you can just imagine how much business has taken place and how many initiatives have taken place. But if I had to make a few selections, if I may, two of them would be the expansions at the refinery in Regina. Certainly the refinery is the meat and potatoes of Federated Co-op, as we do service Western Canada with petroleum needs. And those two expansions were very interesting to be a part of that board. Initiatives were taken to go online with some of the training programs. I was quite enthused to see that come to fruition. And I can sit here today and say that those programs are taking place and are growing month by month. So now more remote members of boards of directors of retail co-ops all across Western Canada can get online and take a program that is consistent with everyone else. And that's something that I'm very proud to say I was a part of. Corporate performance management is a new role that Federated has undertaken. I was involved in the beginnings of it. I watch as they're continuing with it. And now I'm proud to say, being on Southland's board, we're one of the first boards of directors to take that corporate performance management and roll it out to our retail.
As a representative of FCL, she was appointed to the board of directors of the Saskatchewan Cooperative Association in 2001 and served as the chair of the board for 4 years. While serving on SCA board, she staffed Co-op Camp, sharing her knowledge of cooperatives with the next generation.
The Saskatchewan Co-op Youth Program has always been very near and dear to my heart. Both of our teenage children went through the program. As I became more involved with co-op and ultimately became involved with the Saskatchewan Co-op Association and served as president there for some time, not only did I learn a lot about what young people do already know about co-ops, but I learned that I could function for 5 days without sleep. That was pretty interesting.
Marilyn is a strong supporter of the Canadian Cooperative Association and the Cooperative Development Foundation. She participated in CCA study missions to Indonesia and the Philippines, and these experiences inspired Marilyn to organize fundraisers for CDF and the Co-op Youth Program at FCL events.
And I was asked to join a very small group to go to Indonesia. A farm girl from Saskatchewan representing an organization and traveling across the world to talk about cooperatives and to share our experience. Some of those experiences in Indonesia were a little overwhelming, and it was very much an eye-opener how well respected Canadians are in that global atmosphere, especially in the cooperative sector.
Through her involvement with Federated Cooperatives Limited, she sat on several other boards and advisory committees. Marilyn also influenced the forming of a new seniors care home cooperative in Mossbank and continues to be involved with the Furrows and Faith Senior Care Cooperative. She is active with many organizations.
Being involved in cooperatives has been a huge influence in my life. I can't begin to say how many times I've been involved in organizing an event, whether it's been a homecoming or a Saskatchewan Days where we live in Arizona in the wintertime, and I have used the cooperative template to organize those events. Meeting the various people over the years and the people that I have touched, whether it's through the Co-op Association, through the credit union system, just made a plethora of friends that I will never forget and have had a huge influence on how I think about business in general.
Marilyn truly lives the cooperative values, and it is evident in all her activities.
I've presented this award to many people over the years when I was in the capacity as president of the Saskatchewan Co-op Association, and never did I think that I would achieve what those people had in milestones. But apparently someone thought I did. So I want to thank Federated Co-op for nominating me, and certainly Saskatchewan Co-op Association and the Ministry of the Economy for promoting this program and allowing us to show respect to our peers and to honor them in such a way. I started out with a very humble beginning as a young farm wife in a small community in Saskatchewan. The cooperative was part of our everyday. It has developed into a lot more to me, and it can to everyone else in your community. The people in this room tonight are a lot of my colleagues, a lot of acquaintances that I've made over the years, and I'm very grateful to all that you've contributed to my development over the years, and I just hope that I've given back as much as I've received.
Marilyn is a dedicated, thoughtful cooperative leader, and we are pleased to recognize her with a Lifetime Co-operative Achievement Award in 2016.